Greetings from 2K Sports. Welcome. And Grant, we hear all the time about the rookie wall.
Oh, it's definitely a real thing, BA. Not for every rookie, but a good percentage of them. You know, I'm interested to see which ones in this class are able to power through.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. Larry Nance is out there with Mobley, and it's Garland in at the one.
Not just a jump shooter, Bradley Beal is also excellent at knifing his way to the rack and finishing.
Here's Garland. Collins with the rebound. Now the Clippers with it. Beal with it. Nance covering. Leonard passes to Collins. There's the triple. And there's Leonard on the assist by Collins.
You know, Leonard very effective from downtown. That wasn't always the case. He's really worked to become a laser from three.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We discussed Evan Mobley and how he wanted to defend him coming into this matchup. He said, quote, to make him settle for jumpers, we don't want him getting easy buckets or deep inside positioning. That's when you get into trouble. We'll see how good the resilience is against him tonight. Back to you, Ryan.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
First team foul.
And there's just so much variety to Beal's game. I mean, he's great off the catch and in transition. And right there, making a play off the bounce.
And in the big market of Los Angeles, with a sparkling new arena, Grant, the Clippers are confident they'll be able to attract star talent.
Well, the expectation is they'll continue to compete with Harden and Kawhi. And then in a few years, perhaps time to make some big moves.
Harden into the lane. Good work there as it goes.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Now here's Mobley. In his last outing, he had 11 points.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Leonard, shot's good.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Pass to Mobley. And here's Garland. Ooh, stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's Beal. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Beal's got 6.
5 straight buckets to start the game. Off to a hot start.
From deep, Mitchell. Rebound by the Clippers. The Cavs beat them last time when they met in Cleveland.
They lost the battle of the second units the last time these teams played and lost the game.
Sometimes the bench players are a little overlooked and undervalued, but make no mistake, they play a vital role in deciding games.
Hits a three-pointer.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Jones, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Hunter's checked in. Here's Strus. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And he did his part from the line. Drew fouls and made them count. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And dialing into our broadcast remotely, I'm told we have Shams Charania here with a special report. Shams, take it away.
Thank you, B.A. I just received word on the news out of Boston in the Celtics trade with the Philadelphia 76ers. They're plugging in Paul George to this franchise, and with that, an enormous degree of versatility. With the ability to exploit advantages at 3 positions on the floor, this team just became a lot more dangerous. And George is an enforcer who also has increased his three-point shooting in the latter half of his career. He's going to be a good option when this team needs a bucket, and he can really help you win.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us in the loop. Mitchell's checked in for the Cavs. Ball comes in for Darius Garland.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Bryant, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. And it's Wade in for Strus. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And here's Hunter for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Jones, the pass to Beal. Back to Jones. Leonard outside. From downtown, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Cavaliers trail by 14. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep, Mitchell. Jones grabs the board. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Hunter. 11 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. And another miss by Cleveland. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Clippers ahead, leading by 14. And we'll get the second quarter underway. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
We've got Nicholas Batum. Derek Jones is out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Chris Paul, and it's Harden in at the shooting guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Cavaliers are making noise. Point guard Darius Garland said the brand of basketball that we play is super exciting, super fun. A lot of threes, a lot of alley-oops, a lot of dunks. And we play really hard on both ends of the floor. It's been a winning recipe. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thanks very much for the report. From deep, Mitchell. Batum pulls it in. The Clippers lead by 15. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Graham.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
And the shot goes down.
Well, I tell you what, Ball doing a nice job using his size down in the post, rising up above his defender to get that one to go down.
Harden. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Of all the accolades James Harden has racked up, what do you think he'll be most remembered for, Clark?
You mean aside from his beard, which is pretty impressive as well as his game? I mean, I think his scoring ability, the way he did it, he was one of the first to really kind of master that step-back 3 against good defense. His ability to get to the rim, draw fouls, and make plays for others. I think all of that is part of what we will remember about James Harden.
Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Going inside, it's good. The assist that time from Paul. Harden's got 7 now in this quarter.
It doesn't really matter if you body hard enough. He's committed to scoring the basketball, and his concentration allows him to do so.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Garland's checked in for Cleveland. The kick to Hunter. Garland against Paul. Clock at 6. Puts up the 8-footer, and Garland puts it in.
Slithery inside. Garland has that short area quickness.
Pass to Harden. And Harden with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Ball. Garland for 3. Nails it from 3. Garland's got his second basket on the night.
And Garland is an effective shooter, capable of shooting 40% on threes for an entire season.
A different look for Cleveland. Nance, he's checked in for Wade. Mobley comes in for Merrill. And it's Strus in for Ball. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. Well, it's been a remarkable comeback story for Lonzo Ball. He became the first player ever to undergo cartilage replacement surgery on his left knee. Now, with a role on a winning team in Cleveland, this is a great situation for a player whose IQ for the game is as good as ever.
The cagey veteran. All right, Shams, thank you. Outside Hunter. Garland scanning the floor. Back to Hunter. Lopez against Nance. And there's Strus. That one's good. On the assist by Nance. Strus has got 5.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
You talk about a catch radius. I don't think you could miss Mobley with that pass if you tried.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Lopez has gotten his first bucket of the night.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Here's Garland. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They led the game at one point by 20. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. And the basket by Leonard.
Now he's drained 2 threes in each quarter so far.
Cavaliers trail by 16. And it's Garland on the drive. Uses the glass on the layup. Garland's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, if you give Garland even the slightest lane, you can be sure that he's going to take it right to the rim. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
And as they say in baseball, the stove is hot.
Really? I've never heard that saying, Ernie. Like, why do you use that phrase?
Hold on, Ernie. I'll take this one. Obviously, the stove is hot because teams are cooking so...
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Cavaliers. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Kicking off the second half, here's Kenny Atkinson's 5. Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. And it's Nance in at the 5, down low. Garland, the pass to Nance. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And here are the latest power rankings. A good picture of how these teams have played coming into February. You take a look at Cleveland. They're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
Well, I think for the Clippers, they're sitting tight in the number 3 spot, one of the league's elite teams. With every right to be confident no matter who they face.
And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Out to Mobley. Pass to Garland. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. 9 points for Darius Garland.
A big man that dishes, something Mobley does very well.
Collins outside. Leonard for three. Mobley grabs the board. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. They trail by 18. The dive for the ball. Here's Nance. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nance has got 8 points.
Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers from Max Strus.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster moves to balance things out a little bit.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
Leonard, that one falls, coming off Beal's feed. Beal's got 3 assists tonight.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
The kick out to Nance. Outside Mitchell. The 3 is up. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Beal, that one's good.
Such a tough guard. I mean, Beal mixing it up inside, coming out on top in that battle.
Mobley outside. Back to Garland. Puts up a 3. And the three-pointer goes. Garland's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Kawhi Leonard has had great momentum on offense here. He's making moves with no hesitation.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Cavaliers want Evan Mobley to rip and run. Coach Kenny Atkinson said, with him pushing it in transition, he's just scratching the surface. You see him handle the ball sometimes, and you're like, man, this guy is a point guard. Guys?
A tremendous skill level. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Jones, he's checked in for John Collins. And it's Paul in for Beal.
Leading him right to the basket with a tremendous pass. Really good execution there.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
They get it again. Left side Mitchell. Fires the 3. Oh, Mitchell with the smooth stroke from distance. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Dunn, he's checked in for James Harden. Ball against Paul. Pass to Jones. Here's Dunn. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. It's now a decade in the league for Chris Dunn. What's helped him stick in the NBA, Clark?
I think it's his defensive prowess, B.A., quite honestly. I thought he would be better overall, but defensively is where he's made his mark. He's terrific defending the ball, disruptive, and causes turnovers quite a bit. And usually he's drawing the top perimeter assignment every night. This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Leonard for 3. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. Strus the pass to Mobley. Outside for Mitchell. The 3 is up. Drains the triple. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dunn's shot is good.
Nice answer by Dunn. He is game from deep.
Cavaliers trail by 13. Hunter with the ball. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. And it's Derek Jones with the foul. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
11 seconds left in the third. Outside Hunter. From behind the arc. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Chris Paul. Derek Jones is out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Brook Lopez, and it's done in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Paul taking his time here. To the middle. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Never know what Paul's going to do in these sets. I mean, he's so unpredictable and such a great floor general. I mean, he does a really good job of just picking defenses apart.
Mitchell, the pass to Wade. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
Pass to Paul. We played just over a minute here in the 4th. To the inside. Here's Lopez. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, he is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
Now here's Mitchell. Launches it. Batum pulls it in. Paul against Ball. Ball passes to Jones. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. It'll be the 4th of 5 games for them on the road. Pass to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Batum outside. And the foul on Brook Lopez. That's his first foul. And he nails it!
Boy, how about Chris Dunn getting the ball in a great spot, making the deep attempt look elementary.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Tyson, he's checked in for the Cavs. Garland comes in for Mitchell. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Some changes for Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac's checked in for Lopez. John Collins comes in for Batum. And it's Beal in for Dunn. And the Cavaliers will go for a different look here. Nance, he's checked in for Tyson. Evan Mobley comes in for Hunter. Strus, he's checked in for Merrill. And Mitchell subbed in for Ball.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Mobley deciding where to go with it. Garland fires! And he gets it from 15.
And right now, Garland is cooking. His teammates would be wise to keep feeding him.
Beal into the lane. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Zubats with a screen on Garland. Here's Zubats, who poked away. Mitchell. Wow! Put that in the dunk contest.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. I'm in awe, too.
Chris Paul can't hit it. The Cavaliers trail by 12. And it's Garland on the drive. Leonard there for the rebound. And it's Leonard with the ball for the LA Clippers. Here's Beal. Outside Leonard. Takes a 3. Cash from downtown.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Clippers.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
And give them credit for what'll be their 38th win of the year.
And they fought hard for this win, guys. No one wants to get swept in a season series, even a short one.
Most definitely. I mean, even though you see opponents outside of your conference only twice a year, you still don't want to have that feeling of being swept.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kawhi Leonard.
So impressed with this performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
One of the many things that Kawhi does well, getting himself to the line.
You think back to the prime years of Kawhi Leonard, Clark. He was absolutely dominant.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, so few wings could dominate the way Kawhi did when he was healthy and in his prime. I mean, he could score at all three levels, especially in that mid-range game. Absolutely lethal. And then defensively, he was a stopper. He would just turn people's water off. In his peak, he was as good as any two-way player we've had in the league.
Here's Ball.
Lonzo Ball.
So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they appeared